Hello, welcome to my video review of the Foursevens Preon 1 everyday carry torch. This torch has replaced my Maglite XL200 as my stand-in day-by-day carry torch. I've already finding it much more versatile and much more carryable. I haven't lifted it away from myself at all in the last 3 weeks that I've been carrying it. Whereas the Maglite, for obvious reasons, which you'll tell as I slide it in, the Maglite gets left if I'm not wearing cargo pants generally. And then that leaves me to fall back on my little Swiss Army Swiss Light for a very meagre 1 lumens, which does get me by, but is certainly not ideal. So enter the Preon 1, made by Foursevens, which are a fairly new company that have come into light, pardon the pun, since the rise in very useful and very high-tech LEDs, seemingly at the hands of Cree. Since the name Cree has been appearing on products, I notice torch powers have gone up tenfold in the last 15 short years, especially in the last 5 years. Things are getting really high-powered really quickly. This, however, is probably the lowest, or one of the lower powered Foursevens torches you can get. This Maglite XL200 is 150 lumens, and this is about half of that. But again, it is about half the size. In fact, it is probably a quarter of the size and weight. Getting to specs, fortunately for me, because I'm not much of a spec head, this comes with a very handy box that has all of the most prudent information on it. So as you can see, you've got a AAA battery, a single, a 70 lumen maximum, 1.8 lumens on the low setting, and the low setting will run for 23 hours, the highest for 0.8 hours. On Cree LEDs, shooting 40 meters, dropping from 1 meter and surviving, and being held 3 meters under the water. And it has 3 different settings and some special modes. Very nice little box it came in, and it came with batteries and with spare O-rings. So I opened up my new Preon 1 and had to put the battery in, and it is a bit of a tricky battery to put in when you first get it, because this torch has a very powerful pocket clip that is, when you screw this off, once the thread comes more than sort of 2/3 away from the base, the torch will want to push this. I'm not even going to do it now because it's too annoying to get back on. So a small negative there, the torch clip just pushes the base away to the side, sort of down, so it made it a bit hard to get the cap on. But that is literally the only negative thing I've had go wrong with this torch, and I'm sure that is something that as the clip gets more and more worn in, it should be a bit easier. The threads are really deep as well, which I mean probably says a lot for the waterproofing and the integrity of the tail cap, but yeah, the screws are really deep in, so it is quite hard to push it in and get it back on. So this is your standard twist on, twist off torch. It's got a it's got a memory sort of thing, so that's the lowest, and again that's the medium, and again is the highest. And the highest is quite bright. It's a soft flood type light. It doesn't have a particularly defined core, but that's about all I really use these little pocket lights for. Generally just looking inside bags, inside drawers, inside cupboards, things like that, and just to find my way from the car to the house, or from the house to the shed in the middle of the night. This torch is, for the Americans, just under 3 inches long. I do wish it all come across the metric system. It is great over here on the metric system. Nice square units, but I digress. Which is 7.5 centimeters in total, the diameter being about 1.4 centimeters, or more or less exactly half an inch. Has a single LED emitter, and has, as I said, several different modes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I never use these flashing on and offs, but so it's effectively it's 4, 5, and 6 give you flash, strobe, and spot. What was the other one? Beacon, high and low, strobe, and SOS distress. Never use them. Overall, it's a pretty tidy package. It's a nice, very well anodized, very well baked on aluminium. The clip has rubbed around many times and hasn't started taking off any of the black colour, which has been pretty cool because it's been in my pocket pretty much non-stop for the last 3 weeks. I got this at the same time as a new Mercator knife, which I was carrying for a while, but I've since stopped due to lack of pocket clips, so it does ride right next to my Leatherman Crater C33 in my coin pocket of most pants, or just in my normal pocket of pants that don't have a coin pocket. Just so you get an idea of size, this is it next to a Victorinox Classic type Swiss Army knife, one of the 54mm types. And that is about all I have to say about the Preon P1. I'll just bring it up close, just so you can get a nice good look at it. So it's got a little Foursevens logo etched on the top, which is very classy. Very smooth and tight finish. That seems to be the same logo. Yep, it's the same logo there, but in white. Very nice pocket clip. There we go. Overall, I'm really happy I've finally taken the plunge and got myself a proper everyday carry torch. The Maglite will still very much be used, but definitely in more of a house torch, toolbox type torch way. Still a very capable torch and absolutely indestructible, but has definitely been ousted from my pocket by the Foursevens. I'll just turn the lights off and I'll do some. Put the Maglite right at the back there. Turn the lights off and I'll do some demonstrations. Hello. Just doing some demonstration with the Preon P1. This is the lowest power setting. There's the Maglite out the back. There we go. So for the next. Apologies, that's operator error there. And the final. It really is quite bright for something as big as your index finger, and would highly recommend this torch. Thanks for watching my video. I'll see you later.